Hello everybody, this is Leah from Manuscript Manager and welcome to our tutorial where we'll be showing how the Editorial Office invites an editor-in-chief. I'm going to go ahead and sign in, and you can see I've come into the program where we have several different icons showing the different role you might be playing in the program today. We will click Editorial Office. Now we are in the Editorial Office dashboard view. You can see dashboard is lit up of the headings at the top of the page. The dashboard for the Editorial Office is broken into 5 sections. On the left we have the to-do section on the top, the overdue section in the middle, and the monitor section on the bottom. On the right hand side we have the graphs area and the reports area. You can generate graphs and pull reports for your purposes. Today, because we're talking about assigning an editor-in-chief to a new submission, we'll be going to the new submissions section. And now that we've clicked on that, you'll see we've come into our new submissions section where there are 7 new submissions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Each of these submissions on the list have 4 columns. On the left you have the basic information about the manuscript, the ID number, title, submitting author, and date submitted. In the second column you have the Editorial Office contact name, the editor-in-chief, which you'll see is not assigned in the case of Manuscript 107, the associate editor, which is also not assigned in this case, and how many days this manuscript has been in review, in this case 4. We have a quick status of this manuscript and a button on the right that says View Details. Because we are reviewing this manuscript for the first time, we would like to go into the Details section. We'll click that button. However, I've set up a new manuscript at the bottom. Typically you wouldn't go to the newest one, but we will today for the purpose of our demo. And I will click View Details of Demo Manuscript 117. Okay, and by clicking the View Details button, we are led into the next page, which you'll see has the Details tab lit up on the upper left corner. There are 3 tabs on this page. Review and Decision are the following 2 tabs. They become relevant later in the process. Right now we're looking just at the details of this new submission to make sure that everything is in order. You also have a few arrows on the upper right of your page if you would like to scroll through this details view of all of the various submissions on your list. You'll see if I click Previous. Right now we're on 117. If I click Previous, we're back at submission number 115. For today we'd like to just look at submission 117. Here we have the manuscript information submitted by the author, the ID number, the title, the type of article, the section, the category, and the keywords. On the upper right we have a quick status checking box. This says it is a new submission, the date it's been submitted, and the number, the amount of time in review, in this case 0 days because I've just created this demo for today. We have only one version of this manuscript as of now, the author's names, and then we have another area called Other Submission Information. In this case, what might be relevant at first glance is the abstract submitted by the author or the accompanying letter submitted by the author. Other sections here can also just be opened by a quick click on the plus sign. They might be more relevant at later stages in the game. Below this author submission information box, we have a box where you have an option to add a flag with a special message. And you can also create a note in conjunction with a particular manuscript. Below the flags and notes sections is the original collection of files submitted by the author. In this case we have 3. As a member of the editorial office, you can drag the files around and change the order if you feel that that's necessary. In this case, I'll get them back to how they just were. You can see this author has submitted a title and author page, a manuscript, and some diagrams and tables. Here, it's very important to consider the confidentiality agreement for your peer review process. And to set the visibility of these documents in conjunction with that, you might want to, for example, hide sensitive author information from future reviewers. You would therefore click Hide from Reviewers on the right, and you'll see that the title and author page with author information is now not visible to reviewers. Keep in mind that this is a very important section with regards to your confidentiality agreement, and adjust accordingly. Okay, below this Files section, we also have an option to upload any missing files to the submission if we would like to help an author that has made a mistake. And then we have a section called Similarity Report, which could become relevant at a later stage if you suspected plagiarism. At the very bottom, we have 5 actions: delete, suspend, export zip, withdraw, and start review. And hopefully today we'll be using the Start Review button if everything is in order with this manuscript. As I said before, we did not want to show perhaps the author details, therefore we've made that not visible to reviewers in terms of the original documents that were submitted. Now I'm going to go up to that green button, the PDF Review Document button, and make sure that that sensitive information is not included and not generated in the PDF that will go further in this process. So let me click PDF Review Document. You'll see it's generating the PDF. And here it is. I will now click and open the PDF. Okay, the first page is actually a title page generated by Manuscript Manager. The author information is not included, so that's fine. We'll go on to the next section. And great, we're right in the body of the manuscript now without including the title page from the author. The diagrams and tables are included and everything looks as it should be. So we'll go back to the previous tab, and we have checked our PDF review document and it's fine. And we are therefore ready to scroll to the bottom and take action and start the review. We'll click Start Review. And that brings us to the very next page where we have an option. I'm sorry, actually there's a confirmation box first that says, are you ready to start this review process? You should ensure that the information is correct and the files marked visible to reviewers are complete and comply with the submission guidelines. Yes, we're sure. Yes, and start the review. Okay, now we've reached our very last page where we take the action we've been meaning to take all day. We have the Editor-in-Chief box in the middle of the page on the right. We are going to click Assign Editor-in-Chief now. And you can see that there's another menu box that pops up. Select person from this box to assign. Click the drop-down menu, and here I have my choices for Editor-in-Chief for this manuscript. We have Andy Baer, Carla Ida Roberts, and Carl Mannheim, and the number of manuscripts that each of these editors is reviewing is put next to their name on the right. In this case, all of them are equally qualified to be the editor-in-chief for this manuscript, so I will choose Carla Roberts since she has the fewest. And now we've assigned our editor-in-chief. Thanks for being with us today, and we'll catch you next time on our next tutorial video.